When you start out in business, it's unbelievably hard. You have to learn how to behave in hard circumstances so that you can continue to make it through the hardships that will inevitably come as you grow. You need to be here and you're here, and that stretch hurts because you're inadequate. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm not good enough. And they call them growing pains for a reason. And so if you're like, man, I wish I could grow really fast, you're actually wishing for a tremendous amount of pain for an extended period of time. And then when people don't have that, or they hit their first pain, they're somehow surprised that it hurts. But a lot of the pain of being in business is not knowing the fuck you're doing and feeling like an idiot. Being like, why am I not good enough? Why do these other people, why are they doing so much better than me? Either I have something outside of my control that I can cast my blame to, or I have to take the punch to my ego and say, I'm just not that good. And so the things that make it hard is that, one, you have to accept that you're not good, and you have to do it over and over and over again. Right when you think you're good again, the world proves to you that you're not as good as you think you are. And this happens at all levels of business. It means that you haven't changed. You've behaved the same, and so you're getting the same outputs. And the change is painful. And sometimes the painful change means that you actually have to take 2 steps back, because you have to realize that you built your thing wrong. Well, you either leave it there and stay perpetually under your potential because you weren't willing to confront the difficulty of the inconveniences that are going to come to you as a result of making the changes that you know you need to make but aren't making. Listen, even if you try to take as much advice as you possibly can, you're still going to get burned. It's still going to hurt. And you just begin to get a grasp of what it takes to be good at business. Then you say, and I suck as a result. And that guy's better than me at ads, and therefore I suck as a human being and will never win. The game of business has been going on since the dawn of time. It's just humans doing human shit, right? And so I say this because a lot of the hardship of business is comparing yourself and labeling that comparison and saying that I'm not better or worse than these people, but all the players on the board are gonna get swapped in 100 years. The game still goes on, but the players change. If you can actually give yourself a pat on the back as long as you do one thing, which is that you stay in the game. You keep playing. And that's why having high frustration tolerance, having high fortitude, having high resiliency, and high adaptability, those skills of mental toughness are what allow you to stay in the game of business. But if you know that the one fact of this game is that if you keep rolling, you keep playing. And if you keep playing, it means you're in the game. And if you're in the game, it means you've won.